Hi YouTube! Welcome to day 32 of my birthday countdown vlog. 8 more days until I turn 40. And for anyone watching this in the US, happy Thanksgiving! So, when I was 8 years old, it's 1980. And let's see, I started that year, I was still in 2nd grade, and ended that year in 3rd grade. 2nd grade was actually one of my favorite years in elementary school. Despite all the bullying and teasing I got, I loved my my 2nd grade teacher, Mrs. Mary Smith, and probably because I was kind of her teacher's pet, and I wasn't trying to be her pet. I wasn't trying to be her favorite. It just kind of happened. And I probably didn't do myself any favors by being her favorite that year. I know a couple of things. I used to get mostly perfect scores on most of my work in school, other than, of course, the math stuff. The math stuff is the only part that was challenging to me, or arithmetic at the time. But everything else I used to get like straight A's on everything else. And she actually had me acting as her, kind of like her little teacher's assistant. And I would grade my classmates' papers based off of mine. She'd always grade mine first. And if I got it 100% right, I got to grade everyone else's paper. In retrospect, I think that's probably where a lot of resentment from my other classmates probably grew. Even though I wasn't trying to breed resentment, I honestly just thought it was really cool that I got to grade the papers. And also sometimes my teacher was always on a diet, but she liked eating pie. And she would sometimes send me down to the cafeteria to buy her a slice of pie. And then she would eat like half of it, and then she'd give me the rest to eat. She never sent anyone else, and she never gave anyone else the half to eat. She always let me be the one to eat the rest. And so I'm sure that also did me no favors. And you know, actually, despite all of that, I still got punished once in a while. I talked too much in class, and I daydreamed a lot. Those were always the biggest negatives on my report card, was the fact that I was daydreaming too much, and then I was also talking too much. And she actually did make me do the, you know, I will not talk in class and write that 100 times or whatnot. So I did get to do that. And she did have on her desk, she had this big ruler. It was a big clear plastic ruler that was like, it was like this thick. It was a really thick ruler. And if any child misbehaved, she threatened to hit their hand with it. And I don't know if corporal punishment was allowed still at that point in school or not. My guessing is not. But she still threatened it, and a couple of times she seemed to carry it out. And one time she got really mad at me, and I don't remember what it was she got mad at me about, but she had me come up to the classroom, in front of the classroom, and she was going to hit me. And I was so scared, because I did not like pain. I've always been very pain averse, and I've been spanked at home a few times. And I was like, I was up there in the front of the classroom crying, begging her, to let me hit myself. And she actually let me do it. She actually let me take the ruler and hit myself. And thinking back on it now, I think I probably hit myself harder than she probably would have. Because I don't remember any of the children, in retrospect, thinking about it, ever screaming in pain, or seeing that, like, my hand was like red and throbbing when I was done hitting myself, and I don't remember my classmates' hands ever looking red. So I think she was scaring the kids with the ruler, and she wasn't ever actually hitting them. And so when I hit myself, I probably punished myself more than she would have. So that was kind of funny. In third grade, I actually don't remember my third grade teacher's name at all. I don't remember very much about third grade. One thing I remember, we had to learn multiplication tables, and I remember struggling with it. And one of the girls who lived on my block, her mom actually taught me a cool little trick with the nines tables, where if you do 9 times 1 is 9, right? And so you write down from 9 times 1 through 9 times 10, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then next to it you write 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you do that, then you get 9, 18, 27, 36, etc. And that's how you can figure out the nines table. And I still remember that. And that helped me so much. Because nines was a hard one, sevens and eights were another hard one, and never did know a trick for those. I just had to use my fingers and count, and it was tough. But I still, I think I got like a C or a B in math. I mean, I didn't fail it or anything, but I still struggled with it quite a bit. But I was in third grade in an advanced reading class, so I was in a fourth grade reading class that year. And this was the first half when I was still in public school before I transferred. And the fourth grade reading teacher that I had was, she was an interesting character. She made us do a lot of cool things. One was dioramas. And I remember I was able to do some dioramas with little, I think I was doing dinosaurs, like little clay models of dinosaurs in a diorama, which was cool. And we did paper mache. I had to do a paper mache model where I had to twist together wire and then put paper mache over it. And I remember making a bowl out of it, and other kind of things. And she was a hoot when it came to when students didn't do their homework, or were talking in class, or anything that required her to be negative. And she would come up to them, and she would yell in this booming voice, you know, what, you didn't do your homework, you know, I'm going to give you 20 lashes on your big toe with a wet noodle. And then, you know, it took a second, because she sounded so angry, to kick in that she was actually kind of joking. You know, big toe, wet noodle, that's not going to hurt that. And then all of a sudden everyone would just break out in laughter. And then she'd laugh too. And then she'd say, just don't let that happen again, young man, you know, or young lady, depending on who the culprit was. But it was effective. But it was just always so funny when she did it. Especially the first time she did it. That caught us all. It all took us a second, like, wait, wet noodle, what? So that was kind of fun. So those were my big memories from when I was 8 years old and I was in 2nd and 3rd grade in 1980. Alright, hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving, and until tomorrow, bye.